Dear students, today's topic is history of development of the theory of dynamization. Homeopathy was discovered by Dr. Hahnemann in the year 1796, but he did not give any information about potentization. Since 1796, Dr. Hahnemann selected remedies homeopathically, but prescribed in ordinary doses means material doses. Dr. Hahnemann was keen observer. He came to notice that the disease was preceded aggravation of symptoms before being cured due to ordinary or material doses. Dear students, due to ordinary or material doses, disease was aggravated. So, this lead Dr. Hahnemann gradually to decrease the dose. In 1798, Dr. Hahnemann used to give medicine in grain. 1 grain is equal to 65 milligram. In 1799, 1801, and 1802, Dr. Hahnemann advocated very small doses. In 1803, we find Dr. Hahnemann still growing and experimenting higher and higher dilution means reduction the material dose without making the final decision regarding the potencies and doses of drugs. In Medicine of Experience, published in 1805, nothing definite was written by Dr. Hahnemann about potentization except that the small quantity is sufficient for homeopathy cure. So, dear student, at that time, Dr. Hahnemann only want to avoid the aggravation of the symptoms by reduction the material dose. In 1810, the first edition of Organon of Medicine published, but the dynamization theory is not yet rooted. In 1812 to 1815, definite statement about the uses of small quantities of medicine are to be found in his article The Treatment of Typhus Fever at Present Prevailing, published in 1814. So, dear student, in this article, The Treatment of Typhus Fever at Present Prevailing, published in 1814 by Dr. Hahnemann, he wrote about preparation of Bryonia alba and Rustock's medicine. He used 12 bottles, means 1 to 12. First, prepare extract of Bryonia alba and Rustock's. 8 drop of extract in bottle 1 which already has 6 dram ethyl alcohol. Then number 1 bottle, shake it strongly for 3 minutes. Then single drop from bottle 1 is transferred to bottle number 2, then bottle 3, then bottle 4, then bottle 5, then bottle 6, then bottle 7, then bottle 8, then bottle 9, then bottle 10, then bottle 11, then bottle 12. So we can say the definite statement about the uses of small quantities are given in this article. Dear students, in 1825 there were violent attacks against Hahnemann and homeopathy, such as how can small doses of homeopathy medicine cure the sick person? For that, Dr. Hahnemann explained the succussion and trituration process. Dear students, Dr. Hahnemann prefers to higher dilutions or potencies. In 1899, Dr. Hahnemann felt the urgent necessity of a limit in potentizing and declared the ultimate degree of dilution to be 30, the centesimal potency, but it produced violent disputes amongst his students. So, dear students, ultimately Dr. Hahnemann announced the theory of potentization in the fifth edition of the Organon, published in 1833. Here, Dr. Hahnemann clearly spelled out the concept of dynamization or potentization. In 1839, in the second edition of Chronic Disease, Dr. Hahnemann confirmed his dynamization of drug. Instruction regarding the latest method of dynamization of drug means 50 millisiemel potency are recorded in section 270 to 272 in the sixth edition of Organon of Medicine.